During Jesus' trial, Pilate finds himself at an ethical and political crossroads. Although he recognizes Jesus' innocence, he is compelled by the pressure from the crowd and the religious leaders demanding his crucifixion.
Set Barabbas free!
In the nighttime hours, Jesus is arrested in the Garden of Gethsemane after the betrayal of Judas Iscariot. He is brought before the high priest and the Sanhedrin, facing accusations of blasphemy and defiance of religious authority. During this process, he is subjected to questioning and mistreatment by religious leaders and their followers who seek his condemnation. At that moment, Caiaphas asks Jesus, "Jesus of Nazareth, are you the Messiah, the Son of the living God?" And Jesus replied, Jesus is taken to the Romans, but in the judgment in front of Pontius Pilate, Jesus becomes a dilemma for the Roman governor, impressed by the calmness and dignity of the accused. Despite recognizing Jesus' innocence, Pilate finds himself torn between the pressure of the crowd instigated by the religious leaders who demand his crucifixion. In the midst of the confusion, Pilate seeks a solution, taking advantage of the tradition of freeing a prisoner during Passover feast. It is then that Barabbas, a known criminal imprisoned with other rebels, emerges. In an attempt to save Jesus, Pilate offers to free one of the prisoners, Jesus or Barabbas. Pilate, in a gesture to exempt himself from responsibility, addresses the crowd and asks,
Who do you want me to release today? To Barabbas or Jesus, called the Christ?
However, the crowd, incited by Caiaphas and the religious leaders, cries out for the release of Barabbas and the crucifixion of Jesus.
Jesus and Barabbas!
In an act of desperation, Pilate symbolically washes his hands, declaring his innocence in the condemnation of Jesus, saying,
I'm innocent of the blood of this righteous man. There you are.
Despite his efforts to distance himself from Jesus' fate, Pilate finally gives in to the pressure of the crowd and orders the crucifixion, while Barabbas is released. This event, marked by political manipulation and injustice, becomes a lasting symbol of Jesus' sacrifice for humanity, highlighting the moral and spiritual complexity surrounding the events of the Passion of Christ.